Hey YouTube, this is the water heater expansion tank and it's completely full of water, but nothing comes out. So I'll explain to you how this happened and explain to you a couple of other problems you may have with your expansion tank, and then let you know a few ways to actually troubleshoot it to figure out what the problems are. Alright, the first and probably easiest test to do is go ahead and go to your expansion tank. It's coming up on the cold water side of the hot water heater. Just go up here to this air nozzle that's on top. Normally has a cap on it. Go ahead and unscrew that, and then push in on the air nozzle and see if you get air coming out or water coming out. This could be if water comes out, you know your expansion tank's bad. Go ahead and replace it. If you get air coming out, you know that the expansion tank may be good. Alright, first thing we do is go ahead and turn off your hot water heater by switching the breaker if it's electric, or turning off the gas if it's a gas one. And there should be a gas cutoff here near the water heater. That way you don't have to cut it off for the whole house. So what you want to do first is you want to check the pressure in this expansion tank right here. It's got a little nozzle at the top for checking the air pressure. So how you do that is either go here and drain a little bit of water from your hot water heater, and by a little bit I just mean, less than a gallon, or go out here to the valve that goes, for your spigot outside, and drain a little bit of water. And what that's going to do is it's going to equalize the pressure in here. Since this is no longer heating, it won't expand, or it won't be expanding anymore. So you just want to equalize that pressure so that we just have the pressure of the cold water going through the system. At that point, we'll put this little device here, screw it onto your spigot outside, and go ahead and turn on the spigot and see where the pressure reading goes to. On this one right here, it has a movable dial that it will move it up to where the pressure was at its maximum. You should probably have somewhere around, between 40 and 60 pounds of pressure on the cold water side. So after we've got that, we'll go ahead and close the valve, unscrew this, take it off, and then come over here to your expansion tank. And at this point you want to go ahead and cut off this water valve so that we got no more cold water coming in. Go ahead and drain either from here from the water heater, or drain from over here at the spigot about a gallon or two of water, just to get the water out of the expansion tank. And then take a pressure tire gauge, like what you would use at the for a bicycle or for your car tire, put it on here and check the pressure. It should be equal to the pressure that you got on this valve here. If it's not, you can go ahead and adjust it by taking a bicycle pump or something, hooking it to it, and go ahead and air it up. Then just check it and make sure you want it to be equal for what your cold water pressure is on the other side of this pressure valve. Alright, this expansion tank here, some of the problems you could have with it is, one, it's under pressure or over pressure. The other problem you can have, and this is something I'll show you in just a second, is that you could have this bladder here is completely, well, this expansion tank has air on the top, has water on the bottom, and the air is contained in an air bladder. So if this air bladder has ruptured, then what you have is water will be filling up this entire compartment. So whenever you go to check it right here for air, you may get water coming out the top. If that's the case, you need to change this tank. And if this tank was just completely filling with water and there's no air bladder in it anymore, then that would be your reason why you're getting water leaking out of here. Another thing, and I'll go ahead and show you this. Alright, here's the one that I have. It looks normal, everything's good. Here's your air valve right here. Here's where the water goes in right here. And this is what I've got with this one. Plenty of water trapped inside this thing, and it can't get back out. The only way it could is if I were to hold it up like this, push air inside in the air bladder, and that built up pressure inside there would push the water out through the bottom, through that pinhole that's in there that won't allow water to get through at the moment unless there's pressure on one side or the other. One last thing I thought to tell you about is these, whenever these start to go bad, you end up having the issue with, you go inside and you open up the cold water on the faucet, and it gushes out for about 2 seconds and then levels off like normal. And the reason why that's happening is because the water is expanded in the system and it needs to kind of release itself, and as you turn on the cold water, there it goes. It comes out. And it'll stay normal or equalized until the water heater starts heating up again. And then of course it's going to do the same thing. And that's the reason why you need these things, keep things from blowing up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I'm actually going to show you how I replace this, which is pretty simple. And then I may even have a surprise for you guys here in the near future. As always, thanks for watching Everyday Journey. Go ahead and send comments my way, good or bad. I don't really care as long as you keep them clean. And I appreciate you watching.